The Trauma. Chapter 2. 3 days passed like a whisper in the wind. After Chief Ikena's visit, the Idoko home became the talk of the village. Some praised the miracle, others grumbled, certain that nothing good ever came freely. But in that little mud house, hope burned brighter than the kerosene lamp they now had, gifted by the chief's assistant the following morning, along with bags of rice, soap, and money for clothes. But with the blessings came a decision. "I want to take Ebuka with me," Chief Ikena said, sitting on the same bench again, 3 days after his first visit. "To Lagos. Let him serve under me. Learn business. In 7 years, I'll settle him." The silence that followed was heavy. Ada's eyes widened. Ife stopped chewing the piece of dried mango Ada had given her. Mr. Idoko rubbed his hands slowly, and Mrs. Idoko turned her face toward her husband's, as if trying to see with the ears of the soul. "You want to take our son, far away?" she asked, her voice trembling. "Yes, madam," Chief said gently. "It's the only way to lift him, and this family." Ebuka, who had been standing outside with a football made of tied nylon, ran in. "Me? Lagos?" he asked, half afraid, half excited. Mr. Idoko spoke, his voice firm but calm. "My son, this world no be smooth. If God don open door for you, enter it. But don't forget where you come from." Tears filled Mrs. Idoko's blind eyes, falling even before she could nod in agreement. That night, there was no laughter in the house. No street jokes. Just silence, and the sound of Ife crying quietly in her sleep. Ada tried to stay strong, brushing her brother's hair and helping him fold the 2 new shirts Chief had brought for him. "Make we pray before you go," she said. When dawn came, Ebuka hugged everyone tightly, his body shaking. "I go make una proud," he whispered. "We dey wait," his father replied, holding back tears. "No go lose yourself." Chief Ikena placed a firm hand on the boy's shoulder and led him to the car. The door shut with a dull thud, the kind that sounds like a goodbye. As the SUV disappeared into the red morning mist, the Idoko family stood in the quiet compound, their hearts half empty, half hopeful. Lagos, the city of smoke and speed. Ebuka's eyes widened the moment they entered the city. Lagos was loud. Big. Fast. Cars honked like they were angry with the road. People shouted, walked, sold, and lived as though time was chasing them. Chief Ikena's mansion in Lekki stood like a castle. Glass walls, polished tiles, flowers trimmed like soldiers. It was more than Ebuka ever imagined. He was given his own small room in the boys' quarters, clean clothes, and food that didn't need begging. Yet, the first night, Ebuka couldn't sleep. He missed Ada's voice. Missed Ife's laughter. Missed the sound of his father humming and his mother calling his name. He looked at the white ceiling and whispered, "I no go fail una." In Lagos, his journey had just begun. But what Ebuka didn't know was that the city gives with one hand, and takes with the other. Behind the bright lights, behind the promises, behind the laughter of strangers, something darker lurked. The kind of test that would not just shape a boy, but scar him. Lagos never slept. Its noise, its speed, its chaos, all of it struck Ebuka like a wave. But in Chief Ikena's mansion, the noise was of a different kind, the hum of air conditioners, the clink of cutlery, and the quick footsteps of house helps trying to avoid trouble. Ebuka woke up early on his second morning, long before the sun. He had barely opened his eyes when a knock came on his door. "Small boy, the house help," Emma called. "Madam say make you wash all the plates for kitchen. She no like dirt." Ebuka rubbed his eyes. Now. Emma smirked. "Nah Lagos be this oh. You know day your papa house again." Still half asleep, Ebuka dragged himself into the large kitchen. There were dishes everywhere, pots that looked like drums, plates stacked like hills, greasy trays, and spoons with dried stew. No complaints. He remembered his father's words, "Don't forget where you come from." He washed everything. By the time he finished, his fingers were pale and wrinkled from soap water. His back ached, and his small stomach rumbled. As he walked out of the kitchen, Chief Ikena stood at the corridor, watching him. "Well done," he said with a short nod. Ebuka managed a smile. "Thank you, sir." Chief gestured toward a car outside. "Dress up. You'll follow me to the shop today." Ebuka's eyes lit up. He ran to his room and wore his best shirt, a plain white tee. He slipped his small button phone into his pocket, the one Ada had helped him hide in his wrapper on the morning he left. Before they left, Mrs. Bianca, Chief's wife, stepped out of her bedroom. Her beauty was sharp, like the perfume that followed her, sweet, but too strong. She looked at Ebuka, then at her husband. "My dear, make sure he listens well oh. This Lagos no day smile for village boys." She turned to Ebuka. "Look here, boy. This man you're following didn't become rich by mistake. Listen to everything he tells you. Open your eyes. Close your mouth. If you behave well, you'll see better life." "Yes, Ma," Ebuka said quickly, bowing slightly. They drove off. At the shop, the taste of hustle. Chief Ikena's electronics store in Alaba International Market was a different world entirely. Salesboys shouted prices, generators roared, and customers bargained like their lives depended on it. Ebuka followed behind, wide-eyed, heart racing. "You see this place?" Chief said, pointing. "This is where wealth is born. But only for those who are sharp." He handed Ebuka a carton of chargers to arrange. "No laziness. This market will teach you everything. Watch. Listen. Learn." All day, Ebuka worked, carrying cartons, cleaning shelves, running errands, even picking pure water sachets off the floor. He didn't complain. This was his chance. His family was counting on him. By evening, they returned home. Tired and hungry, Ebuka went straight to his room. He pulled out his small phone, hoping to send a short message to Ada, even just a "good night." But when he stepped out to charge it in the corridor, he met Mrs. Bianca again. She raised a brow. "You still have this thing?" "Yes, Ma. I just won." Before he could finish, she stretched her hand. "Give me. You don't need phone now. Apprentices don't use phone in this house." Ebuka hesitated. Chief, who had just walked in, said firmly, "Obey. You're under training." Ebuka slowly placed the phone in her palm. It felt like dropping a piece of his home. That night, he lay awake in silence. No Ada's message. No Ife's giggle in the background. No reminder of Otukpo's dusty air. Just the hum of the AC, the emptiness of city walls. and the quiet voice in his chest whispering, "You don't enter road, no turning back now." Back in Otukpo. While Lagos swallowed Ebuka whole, the village of Otukpo carried on, but something was missing. The Idoko compound, once filled with noise and laughter, now echoed with silence. Ada tried to smile for Ife's sake, but her eyes were always scanning the dusty road, hoping to see Ebuka return. Each night, she would sit outside on the low wooden stool, chin in her palm, listening to the bush crickets, imagining her brother's voice. Mr. and Mrs. Idoko remained strong in front of the children, but the cracks were showing. Without Ebuka guiding them daily, begging on the street became harder. Ada had to step up, leading her parents to the town center, carrying the calabash, and making sure they crossed roads safely. "Una no go give small girl chance to rest," a market woman shouted one morning, angry at the sight of Ada struggling to hold her mother's hand while tying Ife on her back. Mrs. Idoko said nothing. Just held her chin high, as she always did, and whispered to Ada, "Ignore dem. We know our story." But the truth was painful. Every coin they got now came slower. Every walk to the street took longer. And without Ebuka's jokes and sharp tongue, the crowd lost interest. Pity remained, but not the joy. One evening, after returning home, Mr. Idoko sat quietly on the mat. "I no suppose send dat boy go Lagos," he said under his breath. Mrs. Idoko frowned. "You don't trust Chief Ikena?" "I trust God. But city fit change person. I just dey pray say we no push em into wahala." Ada looked up. "He go make us proud, Papa." "I know am." But in her heart, she wasn't so sure. That night, the rain began to fall, soft at first, then heavy. Thunder cracked the sky. In their little hut, the roof began to leak, dripping near Ife's mat. Ada quickly carried her to the dry side and wrapped her in their best wrapper. As she rocked her sister to sleep, she whispered, "Make Ebuka no forget us, God. Make him heart no change." Outside, the storm raged. Inside, the Idokos held each other tighter. And far away in Lagos, under a roof, their son lay awake too, unaware of the new struggles at home, and unaware of the storm that was soon coming for him. To be continued. Please follow, like and share to unlock Chapter 3.